Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Throwback Theater with Bill and Ray.
I know it's been a while since we posted. Our apologies, but we are back, and we are coming back with a big one. Commando 1985. Are you ready?
Fuck yeah, I'm ready.
Come on, Bennett. Let's party.
Stars Arnold Schwarzenegger as John Matrix, Ray Don Chong as Cindy, Dan Hedaya as Arius, Vernon Wells as Bennett, James Olsen as Major General Franklin Kirby, David Patrick Kelly as Sully, Alyssa Milano as Jenny Matrix, and Bill Duke as Cook. The movie starts off with three guys being killed. We are then introduced to John Matrix in the manliest way ever. There is no better way to assert your dominance than showing off that you can carry a tree. So what about you? What do you do to show off your dominance?
I like to do the same thing. I chop down a tree with a chainsaw and then walk around the neighborhood and assert my dominance. Haven't had an issue yet.
His old boss, General Kirby, stops by for a visit to let him know that someone is killing off his old team. There were the three at the beginning.
2 soldiers are left behind for protection. The bad guys find Matrix, but he smells them out and runs for cover. Jenny runs to her room to hide while Matrix grabs a gun. The 2 soldiers last about a minute. By the time Matrix gets back to Jenny's room, she's already been taken. Luckily, he's got a particular set of skills.
Then you gotta cooperate. Right? Wrong.
Matrix gets to his truck and sees that the spark plug wires have been pulled. Doesn't matter because Matrix puts it in neutral and drives down the mountain anyways. Matrix
ends up crashing his truck, and in action movie-like fashion, his truck explodes while he barely gets away. Not just once, but 3 times.
I don't know, dude. I think 4 explosions would have been a lot cooler.
Oh man, anything more than 3 explosions just isn't believable.
Turns out Bennett isn't dead.
Ever since you had me thrown out of your unit, I've waited to pay you back.
Ends up getting shot with a tranquilizer and slowly wakes up surrounded by a bunch of dudes watching him sleep. Yeah, not creepy at all.
We then learn that Arius wants Matrix to return to Valverde, the country he once ruled, so Matrix can kill President Velasquez.
Velasquez trusts you, Colonel. After all, he made you the hero of the revolution.
They use Jenny as leverage to make sure he completes the job.
Matrix gets dropped off at the airport and is being escorted by Henriquez. Sully gives Matrix some beer money for when he gets to Valverde and makes an inappropriate comment.
It'll give everyone a little more time with your daughter.
Matrix shuts him down quickly, though.
You're a funny guy, Sully. I like you. That's why I'm going to kill you last.
Matrix and Henriquez get on the plane and take their seats.
Any carry-on luggage?
Just him.
Matrix has a request for a pillow and a blanket, but it's not for Matrix. It's for Henriquez, who he nonchalantly kills and tucks him in. Before he leaves, he has a special request.
Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired.
Matrix then proceeds to escape from the plane. He then tracks down Sully, who is creeping on a flight attendant. He follows her to the parking garage for one last attempt.
Well, I got something I'd really like to give you.
I'm not interested.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
From here, it looks like a nightmare.
Guys, don't be a Sully.
Matrix then kidnaps that same woman, Cindy, and uses her to follow Sully. He pleads with Cindy to help him out, but instead she ends up alerting mall security.
And I need your help.
Mall security doesn't stand a chance against Matrix. Sully tries to make a phone call, but Matrix once again asserts his male dominance by ripping the entire phone booth out. Sully does end up escaping, and a car chase ensues.
So Matrix gives Sully a little reminder about his promise.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last?
That's right, Matrix. You did.
I lied.
Sometimes you just gotta let things go. At this point, Cindy has Stockholm Syndrome and helps Matrix for the rest of the movie.
Well, why don't you tell me what this is all about?
It's about her.
Is this your daughter?
She also just happens to be a pilot in training.
I'm getting my pilot's license, and this is where my instructor gets his fuel.
Matrix and Cindy go shopping.
What's that?
Rocket launcher.
Unfortunately, the police show up and arrest him. So as he's being taken away in a paddy wagon, Cindy shows up and uses the rocket launcher to rescue Matrix.
Ray-Don Chong does do an amazing job in this movie. She had the perfect balance of being funny
I can't believe this macho bullshit.
and sexy when she needed to.
So let's talk about the final showdown. Matrix takes out an entire army. There was about 80 people?
He used everything from machine guns, rocket launchers, grenades. So normally we talk about, like real time when it's stuff that we can reflect off as a kid when we first saw it. But no, this one's going to be a little different. We're going to talk about the Sunspot Motel when he fights Cook. As they're fighting, Cook tells him, "Are you scared?"
But you should be, because the Green Beret's gonna kick your big ass.
I eat green berets for breakfast.
Even back then when I was a kid, I even felt that. I was like, whoa, that was a jab at John Rambo.
That is a feud that they've had for many years.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore. I know they've kind of squashed things and rehashed and they're like best friends now. But yeah.
That's a good jab, though. But I like both of them
Yeah.
back in this time. So what about the relationship between Bennett and Matrix?
Your training, Matrix.
The director has come out and stated that Bennett is not gay. What do you think?
As a kid watching it, I never got that feeling that he was. I've always thought that he's a dude that kicks ass.
Yeah.
Now that I'm older, I'm like, you know what? No, he's not gay. I think Bennett has this obsession with Matrix to where he kind of admired him. It's a basic case of to be the man, you got to beat the man. I think that's what that relationship is between Bennett and Matrix. And is it a little homoerotic?
Put the knife in me. Look me in the eye. And see what's going on in there when you turn it. Don't deprive yourself of some pleasure. Come on, Bennett.
Yeah, but it's two dudes at the end of the day that are kicking some ass.
Homoerotic.
Like, we never do shit like that.
Yeah. It's a guy thing, man.
Exactly.
Guys do that.
Yeah.
Let off some steam, Bennett.
And I've heard that he's been referred to as Freddie Mercury on steroids, which I think is a pretty accurate description of Bennett.
So what makes this movie great, and why should you watch it? It's the subtle humor of the movie. It's a perfect balance of action and humor, but it's not over the top, and it's not trying to be overly funny like the problem we have with some current action movies.
Does this movie still hold up? Yes, it has nonstop action, explosions, and we get Arnold in his prime.
And don't forget a little bit of humor with some awesome one-liners.
Okay, Bill, what would you rate this beloved movie?
As a fan, the movie is a 10. I really love this movie and enjoy it every time I see it. But realistically, I'm going to have to give it a solid 8.
There you go, folks. The movie's an 8. If you haven't seen it, check it out. You won't be disappointed. Thank you for watching another episode of Throwback Theater with Bill and Ray. If there's a movie you want us to put that Throwback Theater touch on, let us know in the comments below. We will see you on the next one.
Take care, everyone.
We'll be back.